Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing you another T-34's 2 replay, not brought to you by me, but brought to you by Captain Roach, which is over here. Yes, this is him. Yes, so this is a replay submitted by him. If you want to do so, submit it to Facebook at Greyshot Productions. Send it via message, short description, and remember, the replay can be found within the Company of Heroes 2, which is in my games, in my documents, in pretty much on your computer, and it saves pretty much all replays unless there's an update. But in any case, if you want to do that, that's awesome. I do apologize about last week about the audio being off. Should probably come to terms right now. I have no idea what caused it. On my end, on my computer and running it on others, it was fine, and then whatever reason when I uploaded to YouTube, it went a little crazy. Not sure what happened. I think it could have just been a bad file. It happens every so often, but I do apologize about that. I do have a special surprise coming up. One thing, if you wait to the end of the video, I'll have a little special thing. But I believe. And next week, I have a mod that myself and a few friends have played that I think you guys will really enjoy the video of. But in any case, so let's see. We have Captain Roach, who is in the mid, and it looks like he is going to support mid. We also have Ober. That's all I'm saying. I can't pronounce that name. I'm sorry. Usil and Blanchy. Great. And then we have George DJ Rommel. Okay. DJ Ritter. So I'm guessing they're a clan, or not clan, but maybe a group. And followed by Moshi Stalin. Okay. He's from the other side of Russia. Looks like here that with both these guys are going to... Yeah, the Grenadiers did not stand a chance against all those. Again, if you flank, you have main troops firing, and then you flank around, the cover only goes one way. So, he has Storm Pioneers up here. Not sure what he's doing. Let's see. Down south. Oh, the enemy got pushed back a little bit. They do have an MG42 by DJ Rommel, holding back, Usil's troops. And we look at Blanchy, and he also got pushed back. Wow, wait, hold on. Blanchy has multiple engineer squads. I guess he's just basically capping. You have a mortar. Oh wow, okay, so let's see. We have the armored assault tactics. It's actually a good doctrine. I do like it. I know some people are like, oh, why have an IS-2 and the T-34's? Well, if you're versing a Tiger, if you're versing a Tiger, then probably, like, one big tank, have one big tank. If you're versing multiple Panthers, how about you get multiple tanks? It goes with either one. I do like how this MG got suppressed by the other MG, and that there was a nice grenade, unfortunately, in Yulsol's troops. Looks like they're doing heavy MG spam, but they're also putting up cover. And, again, there's no fire going on, so why not make some cover in the meantime? Is he going to move up his MG? Oh, he just repositioned. Well, oh, looks like they were trying to flank down here. Kind of working, kind of not. Looks like DJ is going, yeah, plenty of MGs and Grenadiers. They're slowly moving up their MGs, though, and these are more directional. This one, I don't think is firing or can fire. Just barely out range. You probably put him behind the heavy cover, and with that, and the Kubel, these MGs are probably going to die. Being completely honest, 3 MGs will easily beat these 2, especially because this one's barely alive. Yeah, this one's already starting to get pinned with another grenade. Yeah, that thing is going to die. That's the thing. Over Commando, they don't have MGs, but man, do they have grenades early on. And that Kubel wagon is great for just mobile suppression. So yeah, I'll just keep doing damage over here. So they're taking heavy losses. But in the north, looks like Ober is pushing pretty well. Have to say, at least they broke mid. At least if you control one fuel, that's good. I'm surprised he didn't try to grab any of these points. But as we can see here, Usil took heavy losses, so he's probably not going to be coming back anytime soon. But on the positive note, it looks like they are pressing pretty far into enemy territory. If you're moving up an MG at this point, you're doing a pretty good job. You're cutting them off, because this will at least stop troops going down this main road. If he places it right, no, okay, he expects them to just click it and come through here. Not this way. Although he does have a sniper. Not sure what it's doing back here. But whatever. He wants to keep it back here. Be my guest. Looks like he's pushing in with lots of Volks and Sturm. Sturm are moving in for close range. doing what they do best and own troops up close. That being said, no cover plus an MG, they're going to get suppressed. The Volk should really move in, and actually, to be completely honest, they're kind of moving in a blob. I'm not sure if I like that or not, because just one MG could suppress an entire group. If they spread out, so the MG can't only hit one squad, that's better. I love that grenade. Wow. All sorts of bits and pieces everywhere. A 2-star engineer already? Okay, that's pretty good. Sniper teams by Moshi Moshi. Very interesting indeed. Let's see, more Volk and more Grenadiers and MGs. Does he have the... Yeah, he does have this upgraded. So it looks like they're going to start capping this point. I would decommission this for fuel if I was him. I would maybe take it, but honestly, I would use the 5 fuel for something more important. Anyway, let's see what else they have. They have defensive tactics. It's a good doctrine. The 45mm AT is terrible, but the Dushka and the heavy mortar is really, really good. So you could essentially, if you wanted to, you could the problem is though, you could skip if you want to, but the problem getting, let's say, the support weapons. What's this? Yeah, for the Soviets. The support weapon Campania. You could probably skip that. But the thing is, sure, getting a better MG and mortar, but the AT sucks. It really can. It can barely pierce Panzer IV armor, let alone Panther armor. So that's a whole thing. I love how he keeps moving up, pulling down heavy cover and slowly pushing. It may seem stupid, but making sure the enemy you have heavy cover to fight the enemy with is something really, really important. Although we saw all those troops, at least we know where they're going. They're trying to do a flank. The Kubel spotted them, however, and that's the sad part. So now they're pretty much going to be suppressed. These conscripts have no AT, nor do they have any smoke, so they're pretty much going to be stayed down. They could concentrate fire on the Kubel, but right now they're so suppressed and they're already moving with grenades. Oh, especially the Sturm. Oh, walk right into it. I feel bad. They're going to take a lot of losses. Yeah, or just lose a lot of health. But anyway, they have the south controlled. It looks like the sniper teams are pushing up. They pushed up too far, though. This is the problem. Don't push up too much. Oh, they're bunching as well. One good mortar. Oh, nice mortar hit from the German side, however. It looks like they're getting a scout car. I think. No. What? No, I'm sorry. Half track. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Wow. Okay. Half track, which actually is good. He has a ton of munitions. He could easily get a... not only reinforced troops at the front lines, but that ability is what is he do? Okay, I was like, what? It's like, why would he leave this defenseless? Oh, good, he has an MG. But on the positive note, that thing can destroy infantry, plus it can reinforce. So let's see, what else do they have? They have breakthrough. That's pretty good with the Yag. Elephant, long-range tank destroyers seem to be their thing. Artillery flares and the SG-44s are great. Infiltration grenades are great in city maps. This is more wide open, so it's harder to pin. I like how the guy's placing mines. I know the guy's like a mine detector unit, but for any random infantry or vehicle coming through, having random mines scattered will at least make sure if a vehicle comes up, it will be neutralized. Overall, I do like this MG. It's just delaying them. It's delaying them from moving up, and it's essentially stopping them. Is it going to work forever? No, it's about to die. But it's stopping them from capturing this point and sweeping all this territory. It's only one unit, and it's holding back their entire armed forces. I mean, yes, he lost it, but it's holding them back, which was their main threat. Because right now, they're using that time and those resources gathered to focus on munitions, aka we have this thing down south that's literally supporting its men. Wow, look at all the Volk. Not upgraded either. Love this AA half-track, but that's a lot of Volk. A lot of men. Even though it kills against infantry, they are in heavy cover, and along with that Sturm officer, it makes them a really tough fighting force. I'm actually curious, real quick, while we're here, what rank are these guys? Before, like, oh, they're low rank. Okay, they're all at least 1 star, so before anyone like says, oh, they suck, they don't even have the prestige. Yeah. Although, to be fair, I've seen multiple cases where having a 3-star guy on your team could mean literally nothing, because they can suck. Oh, there's infiltration grenades like I was talking about. Look at that. Destroy house. That's what infiltration grenades are good against, blobs and annihilating houses. Like, if there's an MG in a house, sneak one of these Volks up with one of those infiltration grenades, and I will guarantee you that building will not live, unless it's like the super large one. Artillery fire, my guess is just to hold them back. I love the sniper teams. I very rarely see German sniper teams, but it's very cool to see it. Wow, so much fire. Wow. What the hell? Pardon my French, but what? Why would they put barbed wire all the way across? Alright, what is this? Steel barricade? No, it's razor wire. So this was the Soviets, most likely they did it. What? Again, they're the entire, like, again, we have all Soviets, and then we have, all Soviets, and we have Oberkommando and Wehrmacht. But I guess that way they don't come through here. I mean, that way you can't just run for it, you have to go around. They are blobbing up. This guy's blobbing a lot. Oh, this guy's back. Oh, and he broke the line. Wow. Okay, yeah, you need Panzer Shreks, dude. T-34 moving up. You need heavy AT. What do you got? It's dead. But the problem is they're running through. Probably should have focused on this thing. I love these. He just literally broke through the defenses. It's great. Serb officer not helping. You should really retreat his forces right now. You should get up close for an AT rifle. How about that? AT rifle grenade. That might be useful. Fall this guy back before he dies. He's a star. The machine. They'll do a little bit. Not that much. Armor-piercing rounds will destroy, like, light vehicles. For example, scout cars, Pumas, etc. AA half-tracks especially. But it looks like now they're getting T-34's and chasing the poor buggers all the way back to their base. Oh, wow, he hit a mine. Okay. All the way back to their base. And let's see what the Germans have to counter. More T-34's. My guess is, let's see, we have, Soviet industry. That's why Captain Roach has 2 T-34's already. And then we look at Uber, and he has 1 with a PPSH's. Okay, the Advanced Wars is pretty good. Radio intercept's pretty good. Being able to just deploy T-34's is nice. Individually, though, they're kind of... Well, okay, they're reasonable. It's equivalent to a Panther. Not as good, but oh wow, it's a death trap. That's a death trap. Oh, I feel bad. I feel really bad. Panther's out, though. You know why? This is bad. Oh, wait, never mind. He's good. If they had the AT grenade, this thing would be utterly destroyed. Or the Panzer IV, I mean. 2 Panzer IVs. Looks like they're going for that armor. Trying to counter T-34's. Problem is, though, they have 3 T-34's and they have 2 Panzer IVs. A Panzer IV, as my opinion, better than a T-34. However, having 3 T-34's will equally beat this little tiny arrangement. Is that a... Okay, he's placing a mine. They're also slightly damaged, but these are slightly damaged as well. Oh, don't pull that back. Oh, that was a bounce. That's bad. Fall back. What are you doing? Come back. You're leaving your poor buddy to die. Retreat that sniper. Puma's up. And does nothing, so it falls back. Great job, Puma. Come on. No, that Panzer IV just died. Yup. Another Panzer. This one comes back. He's like, no, I'm in the fight. Yeah, you guys better run. Jesus. At least both tanks died, but yeah, Puma. Okay, a Puma is really good. Oh, by the way, that's the Roman language on the side. Again, because of the little... You got that skin essentially during the Rome 2 / Company of Heroes 2 match battle, where it's like play more either game and the winner will get the skin. And guess what? COH2 won! Yay! So that's all some skin. Anyway, the Puma's great. It uses speed, maneuverability, and a really long-range fire to take out targets. So when it gets hit by a mine, like it just did, it's essentially useless. Down south, so many forces. Another, I think it died earlier. So another one. More T-34's. So it looks like the enemy is going for the medium armor to try to win the day. And overall, they have more forces than the Germans if we look overall troop counts. Way more. Captain Roach now has 3 T-34's. So this is a T-34 slaughter fest right now. This guy's blobbing. Hoping his Verkettenwerfer will hold back the T-34's. Did a good job. Now he has to hold off the infantry because right now they're just pumping out conscripts. And man, oh man, are conscripts annoying. Especially with PPSHs. But it's a good tactic. And even going up a hill. Wow. I guess the problem is right now if these guys can cover, they can just fire until the PPSHs get close. Because again, PPSHs are good short range. They're terrible long range. Absolutely terrible. One of my favorite guns in World at War. But absolutely terrible at long range. Now that being said, if we look here, yeah, the Stug. Why you ever would get a Stug, I'm not sure. A Stug is good. A Stug is great versing infantry and occasionally tanks, but I don't see it too often unless they're massed. Again, like I said, they're good against infantry, but they can be easily killed by a T-34. It's like Panzer IV beats T-34, T-34 beats Stug, typically. Unless, let's say, you want to turn your Verkettenwerfer to help out. No, just retreat him. Okay, this is when I would fall back. Oh, look, AT grenade. And that thing will die. So we have 2 T-34's. Probably should fall back this before he gets chased again. You know. And, okay. Wow, he already has a KV-8. KV-8 flamethrower. That'll deal with all that infantry. That pesky infantry. Looks like they retook the south momentarily. Have a couple of Verkettenwerfer here versing 3 T-34's. The problem is right now, though, I don't see much infantry on their side. Okay, we have the conscript guys, so... Yeah, we have conscripts, but they're basically... from what I can gather, the Soviet players are, like, no offense, are spamming light infantry and medium tanks. And before you say, oh, there's no way to counter that Greyshot, it's spam. First off, conscripts are the weakest, one of the weakest units, useful, but weakest. Minefield. Look how much munitions this guy, no, I'm sorry, look, wrong guy. This guy has. Easily, mines everywhere, especially this guy, mushy mushy. He's not even, he won't put that down. You could easily. Second, Panzer IVs are good, and they are good counter. However, if you really wanted to counter, let's see if this guy's doing it. Yeah, you have enough for a Panther. So get a Panther. I know this guy might be like saving up for a King Tiger, but you need a Panther right now because that will easily... A King Tiger is so slow. It's good against, let's say, an IS-2 or something most of the time, and other units. But overall, you want a Panther because the T-34s have a tough time, a really tough time fighting Panthers. And the Panthers can equally outrun the T-34 as well. Ooh, all those troops died. And more Panzer IIs died. That essentially T-34s are prey. However, that being said, you have enough of them they could work. But overall, I've had like 3 T-34s die to 1 Panther, if it's used correctly. This other Panzer IV is backing up. He has another one in production. But yeah. One of these tank destroyers is good, but the T-34 is so maneuverable that really having one big gun isn't going to hold him back. Honestly, it will not. You need... Okay, here we go. Panzer Grenadiers. That's actually a good T-34 killer because it has long range fire. That being said, I'm talking so much about Germans, but actually, Captain Roach and his allies are doing a really good job. Once again, MG holding back this area, keeping them back from capping all these munitions, which is vital. They are holding the fuel excellently, so Captain Roach can get a nice job with your team. Yeah, just all... I like them putting mines everywhere, just making it very difficult for the enemy to really move up and counter because the troops get, like, destroyed. And also troop preservation. Usil's doing really well with troop preservation. At least, or being supportive, like TK's making all this, so again they can just pull their tanks back and instantly heal. A good team player so far. I haven't really seen that much coordination with the German the German forces. More conscripts pushing up that hill. Versing a Panzer IV, that's a losing battle, especially with all these troops. Here we go. DJ has a Panther. He's like, well, probably shouldn't build anything else. Let's go for a Panther. That can be risky, and right now I think Obersoldaten units would probably be good. He could actually keep going with Volks, but Obersoldaten will cancel the conscript threat. To counter Obersoldaten, all you have to do is just do a surprise assault with the conscripts that will instantly own them if you just completely surround it. But again, if we look here, Captain Roach and the other guy have tons of T-34's, really, really nice. And at least he's keeping them alive. A lot of times we'll see like someone spam T-34's and they lose them left and right. At least so far he's only lost one so far, and he's been doing massive damage. If we look at the enemy, right now they hold the fuel. They'll probably get this back, to be completely honest. And then they have all the major stars, so the Germans are barely clinging on to this fuel. I actually don't know how they're holding on to that, to be honest. My best guess is the fact that this Panzer headquarters, wow, can this guy also build a Panther? What is he doing? Oh, okay, Jorgs, poor Jorgs, is, you know what, DK. We'll just say DK, because that's absolutely stupid for me to say Jorgs. As I said, Jorg's doing a really good job, but to counter a Panther, all you need is something a little bigger, and that's an IS-2, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, and like I said, Panthers are good, but as you can see here, T-34's are using its speed, catching up. We have a nice little Sturmovik strike coming in, doing a lot of damage. T-34's neutralizing that Panther, excellent tactics. They're trying to use some Panzers, but not really working. Is that T-34? T-3045, oh, that's great. That thing is so close to dying, it's not even funny. Panzer IV moving back. This thing moving back. They didn't really... Yeah, they didn't kill any of the tanks. I think they killed one T-34. But overall, yeah, they have to fall back. They do have a nice little anti-armor division. So at least if they push up, they'll fall into a trap. But overall, yeah, that was a nice push by the Soviets. I'm actually curious. Is... bunch of Panzer IVs. I would really get AT guns. Like, use some of that fuel, buy an AT station, and buy AT guns, because the PaK-40s are really, really good. That's what I thought. He got himself a Jagdtiger, and that is the worst thing you can possibly do for yourself right now. And before you say, whoa, how is that the worst thing possible? First off, yeah, it's gonna... Wow, that was a fail. How about aim the gun away from the dead tank? But anyway, you're essentially going to have a bunch of light troops spamming and running up close to it. I think there was a story of, like, the reason why the Elephant failed was not because it couldn't kill tanks. It was because it couldn't fight off infantry. So when elephants were attacked, they would just, like, because there was no MG or anything up top, they would literally pour gasoline into the tank and light it on fire. We have a KV-2, very good against the anti-infantry, so... yeah, they have a lot of Panzer Grenadiers, but this thing will neutralize it. I love their forces. Like, I truly do. They have a good, well-rounded group of forces that, oh, there's a Sturmovik strike, and this thing is like a Sturmovik, strafe. This one, the other one will keep coming back. Yeah, so, Captain Roach is doing Soviet industry very, very well. Pushing him back. I'm surprised the KV-2 fell back. I guess he wants to make sure it's okay, but yeah, they have a lot of tanks. They're trying to push back all this armor. Jagdtiger doing pretty well for himself. Maybe shot that thing. But yeah, they're just have a lot of AT. Using the mortar. If the mortar kills the Panzer headquarters, it's open season on everything else. Because the conscripts can run, kill the Verkettenwerfers, and then the Jagdtiger can just be circled and flanked. Overall, though, looks like Captain Roach's forces are pretty much holding victory in their hands. Oh, okay, so the enemy's moving up. They have 2 Panthers and 2 Panzer IVs. Doing a lot of damage. I think he just called in a Sturmovik strike over here. Yep, there it goes. T-34's taking heavy casualties. Like I said, Panthers are really good, supported by the AT. Unfortunately, they're not so good against mines. Who yelled help? Oh, yeah. Okay, he lost all of his tanks. That's why he yelled help. That was a really good push by the Germans. But I have a feeling Captain Roach is going to... Oh, he lost the T-34's as well. Okay, they still have some good tanks moving up. And at least he has 2 Panthers. Oh, that's a lot of Panthers. This one's not commissioned, though. It's more like a mobile turret. Flanking around, very nice job. But how are they going to kill these Panthers? Oh, that's how. IS-2 to save the day. Oh my god, they're so close to getting all those mines. IS-2 back the fuck away. Oh my god, please let it be a trap. Mine. Mine. That was a nice mine. At least stop that Panther. The other one's healed though. They have a large force. So this is what I mean. They just got heavier tanks than the KVs. The T-34's can't fight that alone. A KV-2 and an IS-2? Oh yeah, it'll fight it. It'll take it on all day. Excellent kill. Now they just have to deal with the Panthers on the hill. Because that guy lost all of his Panzer IVs. I think. Oh my god. More T-34's down. Oh boy. They're moving up AT. I don't know why you would move up AT that close. But yeah, they're taking heavy losses. Another IS-2 on the field. That's good. We have no T-34s on this guy's side, although this thing is doing pretty good. They stole a T-34. Never mind. That was an awesome Sturmovik strike. Oh yeah, this thing I believe can do suppression. Like with enough fire. Oh, and they also have an MG. Oh, they have an MG-42. Awesome. The Jagdtiger has to fall back because they have no infantry to stop this. The Panthers, though, are... Ooh, there goes another tank. The Panthers are moving up there. It's doing really nice. They are making ground. The problem is I think this is just too late. Because of the simple fact that, yeah, they're slowly gaining ground. But the Allies have gained so much fuel and made so many tanks that overall, I don't think they have enough fighting forces. And this is a big blob, too. One good Sturmovik strike, and here's a lot of forces dead. Turn your tanks as well. Oh, nice Sturmovik strikes. That was pretty cool. The Panthers are trying to flank, though. They're trying to keep the main, like that Panther there with the AT. They're trying to hold back that arm. Oh, that failed. And then try to flank. The problem is they just got in range of an IS-2 that's still active, a KV-2, and all sorts of other stuff. So at this point, what the Allies need to do is just get infantry and take these points. Because honestly, if they just use overwhelming infantry like conscripts, they can easily swarm what's left of their Panthers, and then use their T-34s to take out the damaged tanks. Down south, I would probably say just keep, again, like they're doing. They're using AT supportive, and they're using conscripts to flank all the... They don't have infantry. Like, honestly, this guy doesn't really have an infantry focus. Wow, I like how he's a Jagdpanzer. Yeah, okay. If you're attacking, get a Panther. If you're holding, this thing. Because this thing will sneak attack and take out tanks pretty well. But honestly, if you want an attacking force, like these two forces are meant for defense, in my opinion. The Jagdtiger especially is good for long-range counters against enemy assaults. You can attack with it, but in this type of situation, would you rather have a stationary gun slowly moving back and forth, or would you rather have quick tanks that can flank their lines with ease? These tanks can't do that. This one a little more than the Jagdtiger. The Jagdpanzer can, but still not all that much. And besides, if we looked at Captain Roach's forces, the Usil is bringing up more T-34s, has good wide range army. Captain Roach, on the other hand, also has a good wide army. Not as much infantry, but again, honestly, he doesn't have the necessary manpower to keep bringing infantry. He's just using on tanks, and that's actually a pretty good strategy. Yeah, they're trying to move up the cap. I think they're trying to remove the mines. Which, one good shot... Oh, there it goes. I was going to say, one good shot from the T-34 would take it out. Surprised the KV doesn't move in and burn them. Oh, that's why. Panthers inbound along with multi-starred Panzer Grenadiers. Now, again, this is what you should... This is a... Okay, this is bad. Like, there's power in fours, but what they should have probably done... Oh, I love the flying. What they should have probably done is very simple. Have more planes. Man, the Soviet Air Force is enjoying this game. They're just being called on left or right, and there's no AA to stop them. But I would have had the Panzer... Alright, so what I would have done is had the Panthers here and then flanked with the Panzer Grenadiers. That way it hit their rear inside armor. Or move up with Panzer Grenadiers and flank with the Panthers. That way these tanks would have been focused on these, and they could easily flank around and neutralize a lot of the tanks. And their AT would be focused here. Oh, we have something coming in. Congratulations, you neutralized an AT gun. I'm so happy for you. But while they've gained some ground in this area, holding back the tanks, although they're keeping them alive, that's the positive thing. They're keeping the T-34's, some 85s, some 76s alive. Down south, it's a different story, because, you know, this guy's been pushed back all the way, from being the, like, initial, like, we're holding everything, we're doing great, all the way to here, when now they're literally barely holding the enemy outside their base. Excellent hit. But honestly, you have an IS-2 here, IS-2 here. Have an IS-2 attack from the front, take the bolt of it, to have another IS-2 flank from the side. Oh, wow. It did not do as much as I would have thought for being a 2-star. Oh, one more hit. And there we go, an IS-2. That being said, the Panthers are falling back. They can't hold this point. I think the Soviets are going to take this point-wise. Another IS-2 here. And the Germans will barely hold... Wow, that was an excellent hit. Killed the AT gun. Again, ATs can be blown up. Excellent hit. But honestly, if we look at the game, they've been pushed back so far. And there's so much... Like, Captain Roach has so much fuel and everything else that they could just keep pumping out tanks. I like how this guy gets an elephant. He's like, I'm just gonna go for an elephant. You could have gotten Panthers. You could have gotten a Panzerwerfer, which could have helped with this infantry. Like, I don't know what... You could tell the Soviets when we're coordinating because they would help out each other more. DJ was pretty good. At least, they tried to help each other out, but again, they just didn't have it. They just couldn't. They kind of messed up versing the armor in the first place. They kept being lured down traps and taking too many big risks. And while eventually the overwhelming T-34's were cut down by heavier armor, the saved up fuel was easily enough to get the IS-2s out. I mean, I'll be completely fair. This guy also lost a lot of troops in the process, but he also has a lot of manpower saved up, and that probably wasn't his biggest concern. And honestly, if holding the Germans back, they are able to just keep getting fuel, munitions, and everything they need and just win the game. So the best way I could probably describe this game is just like the Germans couldn't counter effectively. They just could not. They never tried to... They always tried to fight the Soviets on their terms, not on the Germans' own terms. And that was, I think, counterproductive. These guys kept trying to push and push and push. I would have been more inclined to lure the T-34 stuff into a trap, like they kind of did up over here. Lure them into a trap, take them out, and then push up. Don't move into enemy territory and, like, fight, because the enemy is going to be waiting with AT guns and conscripts with grenades. It's harder to fight. If you lure the enemy into a trap, take them out, and then move up, you're in a better position. down here, it was a different story. It wasn't the fact he didn't have the troops and the numbers. He had the equipment. What he failed to do is counter it effectively. So a Jagdpanzer is something you don't need. Sorry, Jagdtiger. Let's see. That was DJ. Yeah. No. DJ was actually good. Yaltz. Okay. Yaltz. You had a Panzer headquarters. I don't know why. I mean, the Meko HQ I kind of get. Wait. Where was this Meko HQ? In your base. Okay. Whatever. I know some people do that. You had enough fuel and resources that honestly I would have went with the Stuka. Like, to be fair, this guy kept blobbing infantry. Like, half the game, this guy had all the conscripts literally within 5 feet of each other. A good Stuka hit would have neutralized them. Honestly, it would have killed everything. You would have cleared the area, mined the area up, and then you support north with maybe a Jagdtiger eventually, and you help your allies out. You maybe, oh, better yet, instead of a Jagdtiger, send a Panther. Send a Panther up there, deal with the forces. Help your allies out. Hold back the enemy, and then you also have this, you'll probably enough fuel, because what, this thing is 100? 135. One of these trucks are 40. You then put the truck, like, back here, heals all the tanks, so that way the Panthers could come out quicker and more effective, keep fighting the enemy, and slowly but surely you could have held back. But otherwise, because you didn't do that, Captain Roach and his team were able to neutralize you guys and take you guys out really, really effectively. And again, it shows the power of the T-34 in this game, but also shows the T-34 is not a be-all, win-all, because of the simple fact that enough Panzerschrecks can easily neutralize a lot of these tanks, along with Panthers and other tanks. Not sure why you got an elephant, truly, but whatever. In any case, I hope you got... Oh, wait. Before I go, almost forgot. Let's look at score. So, Usil... Wow, I'm surprised. Usil didn't do the best. It was Captain Roach. So, good for you. Most kills went to Blotchy. Probably IS-2s. Probably. Down south, DJ was the best, and DJ Rommel was the worst. That's pretty funny. Mushi Mushi did okay, along with Yorks. But, yeah. Yorks actually got the most kills, but I can kind of get that because the guy was literally reinforcing as he was taking them out, so most likely. Yeah, but by the end of the day, again, just if the enemy's spamming T-34's, just use heavier armor. If you want to have an early game win and try to hold back the enemy, T-34's are really good. But in any case, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Either you can't hear me, or you can. There is no too loud.
Who am I with? I am with Tank Killer. I'm gonna fail him.
Yay! I mean, that's so sad. I'm with my brother. Yay!
Make sure one of you grabs the fuel. We need that fuel.
Legends are told.
I'll stop singing, Tyler.
Dust and are gone, but you will
Tyler, you're in detention right now.
me.
Shut up.
Remember me for centuries.